Okay, now this is pretty rare too. I mean, I think I looked it up. I think like $10, but for 50 cents, The Last Resort with Charles Grodin, John Lovitz, and actually a young Mario Van Peebles. I don't remember this movie. It says 1985. I mean, it's pretty old. So I have to watch this. Last Resort. Now this one was rare for 50 cents, and they have the archive where you could order it from the archive. But this one's more rare. The original release. The Fat Boys, Disorderlies. I've heard of this movie. I think when I was young, I seen it on like HBO, like passing by, but I didn't get into it that much. I mean, I watched it, but like, it's rare for the collection. Now, this movie, I own this movie, and I really like it. So for some reason, I was like, I see it. I saw it again. I want to pick it up. I have it already. It's back there. Um, but it's a real good like classic like 50s coming of age movie. It's Mischief. And the thing I remember a lot is seeing this on HBO when I was a little kid, because it has like a lot of nudity. Oh, and Kelly Preston, she's like literally nude in this movie, completely nude, and it's rare. I looked it up, and I think the cheapest was like 20 $30, something like that. So I'll put this next to my other one, and I got two. But for 50 cents. Now, I bought a movie a while back. I think it was called Campus Man. And it had a big blonde buff guy on there. And I was like, oh, that's that movie when I used to watch when I was a kid. And then I saw it and I was like, this isn't that movie. This is just, I thought it was another movie. And this also goes to show you that I didn't want to stop at the pawn shop. I was like driving by. And I go, I'll go another day. I don't really have time. And then I just said, well, I hadn't been to that one in a long time. So I was like, I'm just going to stop and see what they got. And I'm glad I stopped, because this was out of print. I think the cheapest was like $40, and then sealed was like $100. But it's Hunk, and it has a guy from the cop from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And I remember this movie, not it perfect, but I remember watching it a lot, and I always look for it. And if I wouldn't have stopped at that pawn shop, I might have never found it. But 50 cents, that's a deal. And I think, like I said, I think the cheapest one was $40. So put that in the collection. Last, the Blu-rays. I have this movie on DVD, but for Christopher Reeve, I just picked it up again on Blu-ray. I think these were $2. These Blu-rays were $2. So, somewhere in time. For the Arnold collection, I think I have the DVD. So now I have the Blu-ray. Sabotage. It has this gigantic, horrible sticker. I could either get this off, like using that trick that I do, or I'll just switch the case. But either ways. And then I saw a guy talking about this movie, and he's like, have you ever seen Super? He's like, it's more violent than Kick-Ass. And I was like, more violent than Kick-Ass? If Kick-Ass is like really violent, so how can it be more violent than Kick-Ass? And they showed clips of it's like really bloody and a lot of violence. And so I wanted to see it. So sure enough, they had it there, $2. Super. With Rainn Wilson. Who else is in here? What's her name? The daughter of that guy from Aerosmith. What's her name? Liv Tyler. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna check that one out for sure. Then I never seen this. I mean, I know they made it. I just never read it. Dumb and Dumber. I like I like it. It's a good movie. Dumb fun. But Dumb and Dumber 2. for the collection, you know. Yeah, it's cool. And then I told you guys I might end up ordering this, so I did. And I think I got it. I think it was like 17 bucks. I think maybe 18 bucks. Mr. Bomb, Blu-ray, Shout Factory, and I love this movie. I mean, I've seen this movie a lot of times. I'd say at least like 10 times, 15 times. Um, I just can't. You know, I love it. It's a good movie. Michael Keaton. He loses his job at a car factory, and then his wife starts working at an advertising place, and he has to like defend the house. And oh man, it's a great. It has a lot of cool 80s stuff in there, and um, it's a great movie. Never seen it. Check it out, Mr. Mom. I'm gonna check it out. And of course, I got a VHS. And VHSs, I've told you guys before, I usually, if it's not horror, then it has to be rare. Because I like getting VHSs that aren't on DVD or that you like rarely hear of. So I looked this one, there was just a little bit of VHS and I looked it up. This one's rare. I think the cheapest was 20 bucks. And I think this cost me 50 cents. So, The Guilty with Bill Pullman. I mean, never heard of it, but I looked it up and it's never been released on DVD. So, I'll add it to my rare VHS. Awesome. Well, that's it. Sorry it took so long for the haul. I'm gonna have to try. I tell you, I want to get it where every Sunday I do the haul, but it's real hard. I've been training, been working, I'm just doing a lot of stuff, and um, one thing for sure, I'll always do a haul, cause that's like really what I love. I love collecting movie. I mean, I love collecting like rare movies and horror and things that the movies that I like to collect, collections, superhero stuff, action. So I'll just keep collecting. I don't know how long I'll keep collecting, but for right now, can't stop. So see you guys next time at the next haul.